Picture this. You're standing in a hotel room where traditional Egyptian architecture meets modern luxury, and somehow it actually works. The Iberotel Palace in Hurghada doesn't just offer accommodation. It delivers an experience that starts the moment you step into any of their thoughtfully designed spaces. The Deluxe Garden View rooms might seem like the entry-level option, but don't let that fool you. These 375 to 430 square foot sanctuaries overlook lush gardens that feel like a secret oasis in the desert heat. The rooms feature warm earth tones and tiled floors that keep things cool even when the Egyptian sun is blazing outside. What caught my attention was how they managed to fit a proper seating area without making the space feel cramped. The balconies here aren't just afterthoughts either. They're genuine outdoor retreats where you can actually spend time without feeling like you're perched on a ledge. But here's where things get interesting with the room selection. Step up to the sea view rooms and suddenly you understand why people pay the extra $50 to $80 per night. These aren't just rooms with a glimpse of water. They're front row seats to one of the most stunning coastlines on the Red Sea. The same 35 to 40 square meter layout takes on a completely different personality when you wake up to endless blue stretching to the horizon. What's clever about that design is how they angled the balconies to maximize the sea views while still providing privacy from neighboring rooms. The morning light filtering through these spaces creates this almost magical atmosphere that makes you want to skip breakfast just to stay put. Twin beds or king-size options mean couples and friends can both find their perfect setup. The minibar situation here is refreshingly honest too. No sneaky, overpriced water bottles, just straightforward refreshments that won't break your vacation budget. And speaking of space, let me tell you about the junior suites. When 540 square feet becomes available, the entire game changes at Iberotel Palace. The junior suites aren't just bigger rooms, they're completely different experiences with separate sitting areas that actually function as proper living spaces. This is where families start to make sense, where you can spread out without tripping over suitcases and where longer stays become genuinely comfortable. The coffee machine edition might seem minor, but when you're dealing with jet lag or just want that perfect morning ritual on your balcony, it becomes surprisingly important. What impressed me most was how they managed to maintain the intimate feel despite the increased space. The bathrobes and slippers touch shows they understand that luxury is often about the small details rather than flashy features. Garden or sea view options mean you're not locked into one perspective, and honestly, both have their merits depending on whether you want tranquility or drama. But wait until you hear about their premium accommodations. The presidential and family suites at over 750 square feet enter territory that most hotels reserve for VIP guests only. Multiple rooms, dedicated dining areas, and living spaces that could honestly serve as temporary apartments for extended stays. These aren't just hotel rooms. They're private residences that happen to come with room service and daily housekeeping. The private terraces attached to these suites offer space for actual outdoor dining, not just quick coffee breaks. What's particularly smart is how they designed these for flexibility, accommodating anywhere from 4 to 6 guests without anyone feeling squeezed. The upgraded bathrooms alone could serve as selling points, with fixtures that rival high-end spas. Pricing isn't publicly listed because, frankly, if you need to ask, you're probably not the target market. But here's something that might surprise you about the dining situation. Al Dente restaurant breaks every stereotype about hotel Italian food you've ever encountered. This isn't some generic pasta station with questionable sauce. This is legitimate Italian cuisine that would hold its own in Rome. The focus on fresh pasta isn't just marketing speak. You can actually watch them prepare handmade varieties that change based on seasonal ingredients. Their seafood risotto has developed something of a cult following among repeat guests, and the tiramisu is apparently made using a recipe that the chef guards more carefully than state secrets. What makes this place special is the evening atmosphere, with warm lighting that transforms the space into something genuinely romantic rather than just functional. Smart casual dress code means you can elevate your vacation wardrobe without packing formal wear. Reservations are strongly recommended during peak season, not because they're trying to be exclusive, but because word has gotten out about the quality. The themed Italian nights they occasionally host turn dinner into entertainment. But that's just one piece of the culinary puzzle. Sahari restaurant operates on a completely different philosophy, embracing the international buffet concept but executing it with surprising sophistication. Instead of the usual tired selection of lukewarm offerings, they rotate themed nights that actually mean something. Barbecue nights feature proper grilling techniques. Seafood nights showcase fresh catches from the Red Sea, and the Egyptian specialties give you authentic local flavors without the tourist markup. The live cooking stations aren't just for show either. Chefs actually customize preparations based on individual preferences. Breakfast service runs until 10 a.m., which might not sound revolutionary until you're dealing with vacation schedules and realize how much stress that extra hour eliminates. The 200-plus guest capacity means you won't be fighting for tables even during busy periods. What's refreshing is how they handle dietary restrictions without making it feel like an imposition. The dessert section deserves its own mention, with Middle Eastern sweets that provide a perfect introduction to regional specialties. And then there are the bars. Pool bar and beach bar operations here understand something fundamental about vacation psychology. Nobody wants to trek back to their room every time they need a drink or snack while lounging by the water. These aren't just beverage stations, they're social hubs where the real vacation connections happen. The tropical cocktail selection goes beyond basic rum punches to include creative combinations that incorporate local ingredients. Happy hour promotions are genuine value rather than marketing gimmicks, with timing that actually makes sense for vacation schedules. Beach casual dress code means you can roll straight from your lounge chair to the bar without any awkward wardrobe considerations. The finger foods and light snacks bridge that crucial gap between meals when you're active all day, but don't want heavy dining. Outdoor seating with proper umbrellas means you can enjoy drinks even during peak sun hours. The sunset timing creates natural gathering spots where solo travelers often end up in conversations with couples and families. But let's talk about where you'll be spending most of your daylight hours. 3 outdoor pools might sound standard until you realize how thoughtfully they've been designed and positioned. The main pool at 25 meters isn't just for show. It's actually long enough for proper swimming, rather than just splashing around. Depth ranging from 1.2 to 1.8 meters means both casual waders and confident swimmers can find their comfort zones. The children's pool isn't an afterthought squeezed into a corner. It's proper dedicated space where families can relax while kids play safely. What's particularly smart is the heated pool option, because even in Egypt, early mornings and winter months can make water temperature a real consideration. Poolside bar service means you never have to abandon your perfect spot just because you're thirsty. The sun lounger situation is refreshingly civilized. Number 5, does 5 a.m. towel wars or aggressive space claiming require? Shaded areas provide genuine relief when the Egyptian sun becomes overwhelming. Operating hours until 8 p.m. accommodate both early risers and sunset swimmers. But the real magic happens at the beach. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our Best Hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.